One of Ohio State's top fencers, Eleanor Harvey, grew up in Ontario, Canada, and she was just 10 years old when she set a goal to compete at the Olympic Games. This spring, she secured her spot to compete in Rio this summer for the Canadian team. But for Eleanor, her Olympic dream wouldn't be possible without her family.
Name a sacrifice that people have made for their kids, they probably made it for me.
And every time Eleanor draws her foil to compete, she's grateful for her mother's support.
My mom had to make tons of monetary sacrifices for herself. She would just, instead of getting things for herself, she would spend it all on my fencing.
She started fencing at age 10, and when her mom realized her talent, she sold their house and moved to an apartment in order to pay for her daughter's fencing tournaments.
Sometimes I feel really bad that she had to make sacrifices so intense and big scale, but she doesn't regret it at all, and I know that, and I think it would be a waste of her gifts to me if I didn't appreciate that.
Eleanor says she also wouldn't be competing in the Olympics if not for her grandma.
She would take me to tournaments, drive me all over the country, all over to the States.
A self-titled super competitive athlete, she was drawn to fencing from her love of karate. As she prepares for the Olympics, Eleanor thrives on the combative strategy and mental preparation that goes into studying her opponent before a duel.
You just have to take it one point at a time, and it sounds easy, but it's not. You have to, whenever your mind strays, you have to be able to rein it back.
At 21 years old, Eleanor stands one of the youngest fencers to compete in Rio.
I definitely feel like an underdog going in, and that's a good feeling. I love that feeling. So I'm just really, really excited, and I'm trying not to let any pressure ruin that.
Okay, I said I didn't understand the scoring. He says it's blood. That's not true.
No, it's not. She's a foilist, so they have to hit from waist above, no face.
Okay.
In the particular, but there's epee and there's saber,
See?
so there's
I
different
feel much
rules
better now.
for different fighting tool.
We'll have the forecast, but first, here's Jimmy Fallon with a look at what's next on The Tonight Show.